This is Mario Murillo, and I want you to take a moment and listen very carefully. The youth of our nation are being ripped off, lied to, and their future is being stolen. And if you're a young person, I don't think that the next few minutes you'll ever regret giving me your undivided attention. One day, Peter said something in the book of Acts, chapter 2, that flipped me completely over. He said, "Save yourself from this untoward generation." Let me break it down. It means this: the culture you're living in is doing damage to you that you're not aware of. And I want to save you from it. Now, you've heard preaching on hell. I believe in hell. I believe one of the great proofs of hell is that we're getting a measure of it right now. You know what agony and fear, pain, isolation, and addiction are. And every day it grows worse. And every day there's one more reason for us to fear the future. Well, I'm calling for a mass rebellion. And that mass rebellion is for you to look at two things in our culture that you don't know are happening to you. Number one, Satan is lying to you. The Bible says that he's blinded the eyes of those that don't believe, lest they should see the light of the glorious gospel. Number one is, you don't see what the culture is taking from you. You see, right now it's politically correct for you to not rebel against your culture, but you need to. It's taking away your peace of mind. It's taking away your sleep at night. It's making you dependent on things that you should not be dependent on. And furthermore, you don't know who to believe anymore. Every time you turn around, someone is saying something and then living something else. So from the era that I lived in the inner city, when I was born in the ghetto, from day one, things began to be taken away from me. That's what you feel. Whether you live in a mansion or a shack, things are being taken away from you. It's horrible, it's painful, and you need to deal with it. The second lie is what you've been told about church and Christianity. You need to look a little bit further. There are a lot of crooked pastors. There is Westboro Baptist Church, which is a blight to any Christian. But what's happening is, what's being lost in the conversation is the immediate benefit that Christianity holds for you, why you should open your heart to it. Number one, you will believe that you have a father. I don't mean a father that comes and goes, but a father that never leaves you or forsakes you. Secondly, Jesus never told you to cast your brain and check your intelligence at the door. He said this in John 7:17, "If you will try what I'm teaching, you will know that it came from God." Now I want to finish with this. Peace of mind, so that you know everything's going to turn out all right, even when you don't know how. That's the peace of Christ. Second, the power to say no to things that addict you. Addiction is a powerful thing. God will literally put an engine inside of you, a force and an ability to say no to the things that destroy you. Third, the future is not dependent on your college education, who you know, or how you will survive your SAT scores. There's something infinitely more powerful. And if you'll pray and say, "Christ, come into my heart, open me up to help me understand exactly what it is that I need," He will answer you right now, and He will set you free. I know this to be true. And I want to say one last thing, and that is simply this. I have seen hundreds of thousands of young people come forward in meetings to pray with me. In all the years that I've done it, over 40, I've never had one come back to me and say, "That was a mistake. I never should have given up my habits, my friends, and my philosophy to serve Christ." I've never had one regret it. But I've heard every single time, if I'd have known what doing what you said about Jesus would do to me, I would have done it so much sooner. Don't waste another moment. Turn to Him right now. God bless you.